Yeah, anything we can put off on the librarians.
Part of me is like buckling under this. Why did I just show them?
I got a question in my field of music. Probably the easiest source to use is the huge Groves Dictionary of Music.
Right.
It's like an encyclopedia, but I don't know how many volumes is it now, 50, 55.
I'm sorry, Grove Music?
Groves.
Okay, yeah.
Now, I know in my field that all the books you need are no longer in print, okay? And you're gonna find it in Groves, but you may not find it other places, certainly not at libraries small as Boulder State. It may be UT. What do we do if we're having to go to, would you call it an encyclopedic source as opposed to a source here? Would that work with an encyclopedic source?
Well, and we do have access to some music encyclopedia stuff online, and that's the type of situation in which I would make that video that guides them through it. I'd upload a script for accessibility reasons so that they would know how to, so that they'd be able to read through that script, and it would help, they would show them where to click and everything like that. So, I mean, they don't know WorldCat either. And that video I created helps them understand the structure of WorldCat before they get started. So.
Remember what I said last week? One of the big musicologists at my school, and everybody missed the question on final, because it was in Groves, and it couldn't be found anywhere else in the larger library. He did that on purpose.
Right.
So, you know, I don't want to be uppity and say don't use encyclopedic sources. If you can't
Well,
find
we
it.
don't have Groves.
But that's very expensive.
Yes, and I mean,
Yeah.
UT
UT
has
would have
that,
it, yeah.
but we don't have access to that at all.
They can't go to UT music because they're not.
Tamara, I think you can help with this, can't you?
Well, that's exactly what I was getting ready to ask. I actually went, I graduated last year from UT, and I just went as an alumni trying
Hello,
to get
Italy.
a library card. And the person at the front desk said that if we work at Walter State, that we can go to our librarians and get the card for free.
Yes,
And then, so
Hello,
that would that
Texas.
also be something, because Robert and I both teach
Hello,
art
Russia.
appreciation. So I don't know how large
Glad
the
you joined
art
us this morning.
section is at Walter State, but well, and I'm in the Claiborne
Thank
County
you.
campus, so because when my students, they have to write a 3-page paper, so it's not huge, but still I want them to learn how to do.
What kind of accents do you think they're talking about?
So we have,
You're
and
great.
we have a pretty good, actually, we did
This
not
session is
cover
on
any art
PBLs,
books, any art
how to use
history or art
PBLs.
collection
Everybody's
books.
standing because this is a live clicker.
So we kept
So
all
what we
of
do is
those
have
because
everybody
that's
standing.
probably
They
our
can't sit down
largest
until they respond.
collection besides of our literary stuff. Maybe they're about the same size as far as actual books. Online we are getting in the
Very
database.
non-traditional type of way of handling a training
to
session,
help with that.
but
And
we
we've had
find
two
that
smaller
participants
databases.
will speak
As
more
far as
if they have
anyone
to
in
stand
here
and they
can get a
can't
card
sit
to go
till they
to
do.
UT, UTSU, and just you can go to their libraries, borrow their books. It will not grant you access to their databases off campus. There are different contracts involved in all of that stuff and all this legal stuff. So some of the things you can go to universities and access online at campus because they're public universities, and depending on the contracts, they're open to whoever is like in the room at the time. But it won't grant you access to like Groves. It won't, if you want the
Even
whole
at UT? Even at UT? The Grove, the encyclopedia?
Well, no, if they have the
music
print
library.
version, you'll be able to get a hold of
Yes.
that. It's probably referenced, you won't be able to check it out.
Well, no,
is the
but
thing.
they couldn't either.
Right, and
Right.
the database version of it will not be accessible like that.
Okay, all right.
Right.
That's
They won't be able to log in at home. Like they would have to go to the campus.
Well, my hope, and like as they start writing their papers, is if I could, as the instructor, just go and get a card and then have it. I mean, for a free library card as an alumni, to then start checking out books again and take to my classroom. Because I feel that as a student myself, that was very helpful just for students to be able to look at it in the class that day. Also, I mean, I would want them to learn how to do more research, but even if it was just having a few art books outside of our textbook.
And yes, and absolutely anything that you need that we don't have, please send us and we can see if we can put it on our list,
Okay.
To purchase, because that would be very important just to get you what you need. And if we can't, we can ILL it, and you are also free to go and get the card.
Okay.
And we can send any part of our collection over to you to
Okay.
use in your classroom.
That would be great. Yeah, thank you.
So is geography the determinant when I should go to UT or ETSU, or when I should use the interlibrary loan?
Well, I mean, I think that's up to
Thank
the
you.
faculty
I'll tell
members
her.
as to what you're willing to do as far as travel, but also, I mean, students. you know, are you requiring students to drive to UT, like to, you know, further their research and pay for parking, or, you know, all of that sort of deal. It's up to the faculty member as to what sort of decision you make.
Great.
Are there ebooks for art?
Yeah, there are several ebooks for art. We have about a little over 200,000 books in total, and we can also purchase ebooks
Okay.
as
That'd be
well.
great.
So any ebook that you think you may want, and there are some ways that we can kind of. You just have to go to the librarian and say, hey, I need this book on so and so, or I need a book on this. There are some options that are available, and we can purchase them easily. They upload in like 10 minutes,
Okay.
and then they're on the collection.
Legally, and you and I talked a little bit about publishing